Just in general, critical thinking is good.
The best thing you can do is teach people to write, because there's no difference between that and thinking.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your tea and sip on today's message. Think critically. Over to you, Elon Musk. Also, if you want to know what Elon Musk and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
There are just times when something is important enough, you believe in it enough, that you do it in spite of the fear.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
Best advice I ever got. I think the physics training is a very good training, where it's a good framework for reasoning, where you're trained to think about first principles and reason from there. And that means boiling things down to the most fundamental truths, and then connecting those truths in a way to try to understand how reality is. Because physics has this problem where they're trying to figure out things that are totally counterintuitive. Yeah. And so they had to have a framework for getting there. Like quantum mechanics is incredibly counterintuitive, yeah. But it's true. And so so physics developed a framework for figuring out things that aren't obvious. And that's why I think it's a lot of advice, but it's the right framework. Just in general, critical thinking is good. Examining whether you have the correct axioms, are the most applicable axioms, does the logic necessarily connect, and then what are the range of probable outcomes? Outcomes are usually not deterministic, they're a range. And so you want to figure out what those probabilities are and make sure, ideally, that you're the house. It's fine to gamble as long as you're the house.
Yes.
A subset of that is to listen to critical feedback, which you alluded to earlier. Always solicit critical feedback, particularly from friends. Because generally, they will be thinking it, but they won't tell you.
Yeah. The best thing you can do is teach people to write, because there's no difference between that and thinking. And one of the things that just blows me away about universities is that no one ever tells students why they should write something. It's like, well, you have to do this assignment. Well, why are you writing? Well, you need the grade. It's like, no, you need to learn to think, because thinking makes you act effectively in the world. Thinking makes you win the battles you undertake, and those could be battles for good things. If you can think and speak and write, you are absolutely deadly. Nothing can get in your way. So that's why you learn to write. It's like, and I can't believe that people aren't just told that. It's like, it's the most powerful weapon you can possibly provide someone with. And I know lots of people who've been staggeringly successful, and watched them throughout my life. Those people, you don't want to have an argument with them. They'll just slash you into pieces. And not in a malevolent way. It's like, if you're going to make your point and they're going to make their point, you better have your points organized, because otherwise you are going to look like and be an absolute idiot. You are not going to get anywhere. And if you can formulate your arguments coherently and make a presentation, if you can speak to people, if you can lay out a proposal, God, people give you money, they give you opportunities, you have influence.
Let's talk about what, again, average versus phenomenal. When people are met with opposition, what do you do? What do you do if you're average, and what do you do if you're phenomenal?
I think if you're average, you play into the situation. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say it's perceived as negative. Like you go there, you go with, oh, he hating on me or she hating on me. I'll give you a prime example. When I was average, I saw my wife's treatment of my gift as opposition. Like, yo, she ain't supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm out here speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I speak, she critiquing me. She never said nothing positive about my presentation. Like every time I get off stage, if it's the best that I thought I ever did, she like, well, you should have done this. You shouldn't have said that. Like, come on, you know better than that. You didn't. And I'm just like, yo, what's up? Like, where's the support? You know, that was average, you know. Great was she going to work when I'm working on becoming a motivational speaker. You know, she going to work every day. So she's supporting you. You got health insurance because she has health insurance. She got a 401k. She's built up a bank account. She got a phenomenal credit score and got us a house with her credit score. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but when I was average, it was like, you're not doing what I want you to do. But when I became great, I realized, I already got 40 people that just said that was a phenomenal message. You don't get better by people telling you what you did right. You get better by watching the film. You get better by critiquing yourself. So here's a person who's brave enough to critique me because somebody else might have thought the same thing, but they weren't gonna say nothing to me about it. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at the situation like, don't look at it. Average people look at, what it is. They don't critical think. They don't analyze. They don't unpack. You know what I'm saying? Like they just see that's blue and not go deeper into, well, actually, that could be whatever it is, yellow and purple, whatever colors make blue. Like, this is what this really is. So for me, average, taking everything as it was, victim, phenomenal, victor, and seeing possibilities, seeing beyond, what's surface. That, to me, that's one of the characteristics that determine a person who's average versus somebody who's great.
Raise your standard.
Apple at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better.
Not one drop of my self-worth depends on your acceptance of me.
If you like this video and want to learn how you can be the next Elon Musk, check out the video I made on that topic. The link is right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I could drop below a certain threshold of sleep, and although I'd be awake more hours and I could sustain it, I would get less done because mental acuity would be affected.